Hi! Today I want to talk about awkward moments. The awkward moments I'm referring to are the ones that new managers experience when they have been promoted from team member or individual contributor, but basically an equal, if you will, to manager of that department. Most of us don't think about these, and so I thought that I would collect some examples and share with you. And when I do, I want you to think of the individuals in the group. So if you've got like five teammates, you think about five individuals in that circumstance. So the first one comes to mind is when you have to decide about how much responsibility to take for one of your direct reports' mistakes or errors. Let me paint a possible scene. You're in your boss's office. You're talking about uh, operations, and your boss brings up an error or mistake that they have heard was associated with one of your direct reports. Now, what are you going to say? How are you going to handle that? And how are you going to handle talking to the direct report in terms of how much of that could be your contribution? The converse is true. How much credit are you going to take? Let's say you're in a town hall meeting and it gets acknowledged a project that your team worked on and accomplished, and somebody says something about it and associates it with your name. How much credit are you going to give folks? Employees want to know, how well will you represent me and my work? Another one that comes to mind is when you have to say to the individual, I'm here to help you be successful. Now, the reason that that is awkward is because one day you were their equal, and now you're telling them you're there to help them be successful. It can sound superior if or it can be taken that way as well. Not necessarily your intention, but taken that way. If this is an individual that you always argued and debated with, that sort of doesn't sound like you, so it's an awkward moment. Another moment that I think about often is when there's an issue in the department that you've all discussed. Let's say it's about a technology or a methodology, and everybody knows your opinion. Let's say there's, two opinions. So when you become the manager, are you going to be open about that? Are you going to stick with your preference? Do you want the team to make the decision? These are all moments that oftentimes pop up in the middle of the day that you're not prepared to respond to very well. So I hope this gives you some thoughts that you can consider in how you want to handle things.